I'm in my yawning era. It's been 3 weeks since I streamed. Some reasons valid, other reasons still valid to me at the very least. Maybe not to anyone else that has a real job, but hey. I fucked up my sleeping pattern real bad for 3 weeks and it's still really fucked up. But today is the first day that I've been awake. I want to say from 12 onwards. As in, like, midday. So, I've kind of been, like, sleeping, I don't know, I want to say, like, 8 p.m. till, no, not 8 p.m. till 4 a.m. Fucking, that would be a lie. Around, see, my brain's still turned off. We're getting in streaming mode. So, I've been sleeping between around about 8 a.m. to about 5 p.m. And the problem is, the ideal time to start streaming for me is, like, 4:30. Because I only want to stream for like an hour and a half in like that sweet time period in the day where everyone is coming home from work. So there's a lot of people that like can watch the stream, but the people around me in like the real world aren't so tired that they're like, please, for the love of God, shut the fuck up. And so it's like, that's like the time in my head where it's like, you will stream at that time. I just haven't been awake for it at all. Mostly by my own fault, if I'm being completely honest. So 3 weeks ago, we were getting our boiler changed. And this is kind of unrelated actually now that I think about it, but we were getting our boiler changed. And so it meant that like I would wake up at 9 every single day to a chainsaw coming through my floor. Because they were doing a bunch of shit around, like literally like right underneath my bed. And so I would wake up to a chainsaw and I'd be like, well, I guess I'm like awake now. But the night before, on the Sunday, I decided at 2 in the morning I would have a coffee just for the flavor. And so that made it so that it was like, you're gonna go to bed at 8 in the morning. And then, as a pattern of like a week of only getting like an hour of sleep, I just kind of like absolutely battered my sleeping pattern over the course of, you know, that 1 week. And then it's like, oh, I'm gonna fix it today. And then obviously you go to fix it, it doesn't get fixed, it gets pushed back, it's actually worse than it was before. And then you do that for like 3 weeks to a month. And then, I don't know, you either break down in tears or it ends up fixed. And I've already gone past the breakdown in tears point. So, I'm guessing we're at the it's fixed part. And if we're not, then, well, fuck me, I guess. When's Bold Rainer? Somebody has made a Heihachi mod that turns Rainer into Heihachi. And so, maybe. I have played a little bit of Rainer. Like, I have a combo on the character. Which, quite frankly, the character is so completely bloated that all you really need is one combo route, a hot 60 damage, and then you just, like, let the plus frames carry you the rest of the way. And so I could be convinced to play a little bit of Rainer. I also like try to pick up Fang because I'm starting to get to the point where, okay, this is bitch made. I know this is me complaining about a problem that I'm not really running into. Because the problem I am running into is I am falling for gimmicks and then not adapting. But anyway, I've kind of started to run into the problem with Kuma where it's just like, this motherfucker just can't move. And I didn't buy Tekken 8 because I went, ooh, what if I could just play Tekken 7 some more? It's like, no, I wanted to sidestep and shit. It turns out I've been using the wrong Kuma combo the whole time. You're supposed to do like up, forward, 1+2 into hunting stance, and then you do like while standing 2 or some shit, and I'm like, I'm not doing all that shit. That's too much effort for me personally. If that's what you want, then, you know, go off. Ooh, oh, ooh! I've never seen that. I've never seen that. What the hell? I really thought that, okay, it was ooh, because if you look back, run it back, Kip, run it back. If you look back at the round, you can see Rainer's round count, but Kuma is too large to actually see what Kuma's round count was. And so I thought that I had lost because I was like, well, I can see that Rainer has 3 little dots and I haven't been counting. I've been pushing the buttons and like thinking about what I'm supposed to say. And so I kind of lost track of where I was in the game. Thank you, Good News, for the resub. Appreciate it big time. Even after 3 weeks of absence, Good News, still the biggest Leon Massey fan, going, you know what, it's been 6 months since he put out a video, but I'm sure he's actually doing something, which I am. It's annoying because I've made the next video completely overcomplicated, and so this is what happens when I get a long period of time between videos, though. It's like, I go, what if I made the next video conceptually very simple, but visually not inherently complicated, but requires a lot of, like, not that interesting menial work? I've done that to myself, and so even though a more simple edit would only take, like, give it, like, 5 days, I've made it so that this roughly 19-minute video has about 3 weeks worth of work still to do, which is insanely stupid. What if I busted my brain in Blender for 300 hours? Me going, I could just, like, talk about this character and how, you know, it has a silly little setup that's like a dumb knowledge check that's representative of larger issues within the character. But what if I went into Blender and was, like, completely pointlessly abstract about it? I'm a Yoshi main in Mighty Ruler. I'm gonna lose that rank tomorrow? Hell yeah. For as much as you say I'm gonna lose that rank tomorrow in a assumedly self-derogatory kind of form, I think that shows character. Fuck ranked anxiety and like, ooh, but my PNG's purple. Like, no. Fucking run those numbers down. I'm doing the digital version of running it down mid. I know that I'm gonna lose the game, but actually, what if I still played anyway? And that's based of you. Actually, it's a web P. You're telling me that web Ps have infected the Tekken ranks? Miserable. Next, you're gonna be telling me that fucking Harada filled out his game wiki in, like, fandom. I hate WebP so much. Same. Return to classic file formats like JPEG and MP4. .mov maybe can go fuck itself. I'm still indecisive because I don't actually know much about .mov. All I know is that it's, for some reason, the most, like, it's compatible with just about everything, but it's also, like, an Apple proprietary format, and yet it works on my pooter, and I don't know why. Somebody explain? The creator of WebP is very defensive about it. I would have to be on the... I mean, you gotta be on the defensive about it if you go ahead and make the most incredibly frustrating file format for anyone that isn't, like, you know, Microsoft or a major conglomerate. That could have worked better. It's been 3 weeks. Give me a while to let my brain get cooking. Mr. Baldman, are we having some balatro on stream today? Well, last time I played balatro on stream, I had like a slight existential crisis slash extreme overshare slash trauma dump. And so, maybe, but also at the same time, I think that I like the roulette wheel that I can get angry at. Balatro is the best roulette wheel that you will ever play, but it also requires me to, like, sit with my own thoughts a little bit, which maybe for streams is not the play. Okay, so you rock up to ranked in Tekken 8, and if your opponent has a custom costume, there is exclusively, like, 2 brands of custom costume in this game. It is... I have my character that I really like, and they are in casual wear. They are in a wardrobe that is inside of my wardrobe. A nice jacket, some nice jeans. Maybe the shoes aren't what I would go for, but, you know, like, it's generally what I would wear. A respectable costume. The other side of that coin, and this is the only other side of the coin. This isn't a fucking 20-sided die. Get your Dragon Ball Fighters D&D shit out of here. I don't know why Dragon Ball Fighters... Anyway, shut the fuck up. It's either that or the most insanely horny female character outfit you've ever seen. On your screen, it's like fishnets and like mascara that would turn Yu Watanabe into a Guna, and I don't know, a crop top or whatever. But on their screen, it's like, actually, this is a custom mod, and it gives me Chun-Li nude vibes, slash every character with bikini mod, slash tastefully thick Rainer. That was a real mod that I saw. Go on Nexus Mods right now and search up tastefully thick Rainer. I don't have it installed, because I'm not, you know, 12, but I did check the modding page, because I was convinced, like, surely as a fighting game, we're doing like small mods that are fairly respectable, not like insane shit. And I was right, but also they were horny as hell. And I was like, okay, this is a bit much. Maybe I won't do that. Or maybe you should. Change your perspective. Become a gooner instantly. Virgil chair Rainer though? Oh, now that would be good. I'm a Jun and Rainer hater, by the way. I am kind of a Rainer hater. Although I think that this is like, okay, so the honeymoon period with Tekken 8 has like well and truly, it's like at this point, I get thrown in the blender, I'm mad about being thrown in the blender, I'm not smiling, I don't have to win a game to feel good about the match that I just played, but like, if I lose the game, I'm gonna feel bad about what I played like 99% of the time. Maybe not 99% of the time, maybe like 90% of the time. Which is a lot better than a lot of like fighting games that have come out recently anyway. But I'm starting to get to the point where I'm sick of how many fucking stances there are in this game. Every single character in this game, excluding like Kazuya, has a stance that they need to use all the time, basically. Rainer's is like especially like the one off of forward 2. I'm like, can I please just have my video game where I press one button and then it gets blocked and then I sidestep back? Instead of I pushed a button and now it's time to run my origami puzzle that is like, it's got 20 different options, but actually there's only like 3 different options inside of it and it's all just like high-low mid. This is coming a lot from playing Tekken 3 again recently as well. It's like, I just kind of want a game that is really focused around the neutral. And like the neutral in the sense that it's like moving around and like, where am I going to be positioned on the stage? And am I going to be vulnerable in that position? As opposed to, where am I going to be positioned on your block? You know, am I going to be at advantage? Am I going to be high crushing or low crushing? And maybe this is like an issue of like where you're just not playing at a high enough level. It does become that. But at the mid level of this game especially, like even like for what I'm doing, I'm just playing like my mixer. I could have played Guilty Gear and gotten something fairly similar. Obviously, there's less system interaction going on here, but I don't know. I do kind of miss that. It's a vanilla Tekken game, so shit will be how it will be. This is true. I think Heat Smashes are my only real big gripe. I hate Heat Smashes. I hate Heat Smashes with a passion. I just don't like turnstile mechanics in Tekken, to be fair, like, because it kind of emphasizes this, like, playing on someone's block and not, like, instead of, you know, okay. So if every character has access to this, you kind of, like, can let characters get away with, like, really fucked up on-block situations, because it's like, well, everyone has a button that just lets them go, it's my turn now. And I'm like, well, I kind of don't want that. That's not what I came to Tekken for. I mean, the worst Heat Smashes aren't even the Heat Smashes. They are keep the turn. This is true. This is true. The fact that they're all, like, plus on block is insane to me. But, you know, it is what it is. Leroy, where video? I'm assuming you mean Leon, where video. But I assume that you said Leroy as, like, a funny bit to be like, I'm Leroy. Which I'm definitely not. Leroy has hair and I don't. And also there's a couple of other differences. It's soon. So I didn't update to the Patreon last week because I unfortunately haven't made a huge amount of progress on the video. Last week I had 2 pretty big problems where I had capped myself out, where I had finished the introduction, but I didn't have any of the rest of the voiceover finished. And so I couldn't actually, like, keep making the rest of the video. But then on top of that, I had the problem of my hard drive basically just fucking died. And so for 2 days, I was very scared to do anything because I was like, well, what if it just explodes? So I had to wait on a new SSD. And then I spent a whole day changing information from one HDD into an SSD, and then I unplugged my HDD and I was like, hold on a fucking minute, this says that it's an SSD. Why is it built like a hard drive? Did I like buy a scam product years ago and I just didn't even realize? But yeah, it was pretty frustrating. And so a video that should have been coming out like this week is probably going to come out next week, I hope. It depends on like a couple of little things. I need like some little extra pieces of footage here and there. But also it's like I need to like set up footage, and Tekken 3 has a shitty training mode. And so I have to actually get like real people to be like, hey buddy, can you stand here and do this move at this time and make it look like you're doing this? So yeah, it's not like that rough, but it's gonna be a couple more days. A couple more weeks. Take your time. I shouldn't be taking my time. You should be saying, Leon, what the fuck are you doing? I was having mayonnaise sandwiches the other night. It's like, that's how conscious I am. I haven't made a video in a long time. When was the last vegetable you consumed? I'm not like a fucking... Come on now. I might be eating mayonnaise sandwiches, but I'm still capable of going, let's at least put like a little bit of tomato in this BLT, you know? But what the fuck is lettuce? Because it's not a vegetable. It's like a... I mean, it's a leaf, so it's like a grain. We need to reevaluate how we categorize food. Instead of being like, this is a mushroom, this is a vegetable, just like give me like, this is the shit you should be eating, this is the shit that you want to eat. Slam like McDonald's and Krispy Kreme and all the rest of it over in one corner and hide it away from me, and then just like 5 times a week go, you're gonna eat this and you're not gonna like it, but at the very least you'll be alive for maybe a week longer. Because what do you mean it's not a vegetable? This is the warm-up banner, as Kip said. It's rough for now. Give me a minute. It's been a while. But lettuce isn't a vegetable. Because like if you look at like vegetables, it's like, well, I was gonna say leeks, but I guess leeks and vegetables are not that far apart. I'm thinking like tomatoes, and is a potato a vegetable? See, this is what I mean. I was about to say that's what I'm saying, and then I realized I'm the one that said it, so, you know, no shit. But also, that's what I'm saying. Like, I got no concept of what anything is anymore. Is this the dolls? It might as well be at this point, because I'm the New York Times, and he's making the connections. Connecting his big fist with my skull. Yeah, tomatoes are a fruit. Okay. Well, no, wait. No, tomatoes... I don't know what the fuck... See, this is what I mean! At the end of the day, it doesn't matter if a tomato is like a fruit or a vegetable. It's like, you know, put it in your mouth, it's good for you. And like, maybe instead of being pedantic and being like, actually, like, this is like, you're having one too many of your fruits a day. You could just say, I got trolled. Okay, that's miserable. To this Kazuya, please walk in front of a 90-mile-an-hour road. And do not flinch when the cars approach. I would appreciate that. I'm sure you're having a great day, and I'm sure you're a lovely person, but that did admittedly piss me off a little bit. But I'm trying to now use the faint veil of humor to mask my own irritants. Hey babe, derogatory? Can we start calling fully charged downback 2 the Beyblade? Because I'm letting it rip. Round start, let it rip. Backdash, just once. And then just let it rock. Believe this. Okay, well, you motherfucker. I tried to let it rip and then he let it rip. What is bro doing? What is bro doing? What is red ranks? You see Coney got to red ranks in 2 days? I'm like, holy shit, he's actually like talented. King plus no fear equals red ranks. That might be true. I think that King, I don't think I've ever really like enjoyed playing against King, but the change that they made with his heat smash might have made it so that King is not only the most frustrating that he's ever been to play against, but also is now like an actively annoying character. I hate this motherfucker now. When before it would be like King, like I'm losing because I'm Axe. But now it's like King, I'm losing because this motherfucker has one big rock, paper, scissors. I'm pretty sure that's me being bitch made, but also at the same time, maybe I'm onto something. I'm desperately fishing the conversation, and it's like, you're fishing for conversation in the middle of a bathtub. There's no fishing here. There's no conversation to be had. Move on. Next topic. Go to the next sink. Maybe there'll be fish in there. Nah, fuck king. Yeah, I'm on team fuck king. Didn't know that could be a thing, but we take that. Let it rip. I am the Beyblade master. I've been in several TikToks of people going, holy shit, they're still doing Beyblade. They're doing Beyblade tournaments. They're doing Beyblade tournaments. And I'm like, yeah, bro, I know. I've been in nerd culture for long enough to know that people still love Beyblades. Let me, like, live my life without seeing, guys, did you see that there's Beyblade tournaments still? Whoa! Every, like, 2 months. I get it. I know. We've been on this same rediscovery like once every 2 months for like 2 years. Let's like chill the fuck out and just go like, okay, there's probably people enjoying everything. I was shocked to find out that there isn't Tekken 3 tournaments, or at least like there isn't Tekken 3 tournaments in like English speaking territories. They still do Tekken 3 tournaments in like India, which is kind of crazy. Isn't it fucking weird that like Tekken 3, potentially the most influential, okay, no, that's a lie, one of the most influential fighting games in terms of like bringing fighting games to the forefront of popularity, incredibly influential game, one of the least understood and documented competitive fighting games ever. Nobody knows what the fuck was going on in Tekken 3. And it's like, who's still around playing Tekken 3 today? Absolutely fucking no one. And I think that's bizarro. Because we kind of know what was going on with, like, Tag. Tag is, like, a game where we have, like, VODs of still. And if you go through, like, the Wayback Machine, you can still find tournament listings for, like, Tekken Zaibatsu from, like, 2004-ish. But Tekken 3, it was at this, like, Goldilocks period where, like, the internet just wasn't archived. And so people still kind of don't really have, like, solid information about it. People know that, like, obviously there was tournaments. But, like, the specifics of any given situation, fucking mystery to almost everyone. When Beyblade started running on TV in Sweden, I asked my dad if he could drive me into town so that I could buy one with my savings. And he told me to stop buying moron ad campaigns for idiots. So I walked 2 hours instead and let it rip. Let's fucking go. Let it rip? Don't ever try your clown shit on me ever again. Try and fucking run around with your dumb shit fucking king ever again in my stream, I'll fucking skin you alive. I'm gonna make sure you're playing King degloved. Enjoy your RDC when your fucking fingertips are bleeding, dickhead. Anyway, he's not watching, Leon. See, that's the best bit. I get to insult someone, and they never get to hear it. Speaking about people behind their backs actually is a morally correct thing to do. God, I'm struggling to find a decent string to latch onto today. They're just thoughts coming out of my mind, and they're all just like, that's a horrible thought. That's gonna get you banned. That's like one of the worst things you've ever, like, even considered. And yet I'm like, oh, please, any of them just... I know enough about general fighting game culture to know that this is a Dragon Ball cosplay, but I do not know enough to know which Dragon Ball character I'm supposed to be looking at. I'm so sorry. It's Master Roshi, it's Mr. Roshi, it's poor Roshi. I do not know any of these characters. Maybe if I played more Dragon Ball FighterZ, then I would know who all three of these characters are. Oh, hey, we played against each other earlier. I was the Kaz that lasered you. Oh, okay, no, I thought that I just told you to... no, I think I did tell you to walk in front of a speeding car. It still stands, but now that you're here, I hope that you don't. But, you know, you should watch it back, because I was pretty salty. It'll probably make you laugh. It'll make you laugh so long as you know that it's not like, okay, like, this guy genuinely wants me dead. There's definitely, like, a point with inciting violence where it's, like, really, really funny, but only so long as you know that there's, like, no repercussions. When it's like, I'm gonna deglove that king player, I think it's hilarious, because I know that I'm not gonna deglove that king player. Kill this guy with hammers. Oh, so sweet. We do love the kill this guy with hammers.
Okay. Let's kill him. Let's kill this guy. Let's beat him to death with hammers.
Good job on purple rank. That was where I was when I started the stream. I will say thank you because you're being polite, but I do feel slightly insulted. Not to your own dismay, discomfort, disposition, but I do feel slightly insulted, I can't lie. I mean, I feel slightly insulted that I'm in purple ranks. I feel like in this game, it's so much easier to rank up that it's like, why am I not in blue ranks? And the answer is obvious. Like, I'm not like, why am I not in blue ranks? I've put 70 hours in. Is this not World of Warcraft? But given my experience in Tekken 8, I would have thought, Tekken 7, I would have expected my experience to carry over a little bit better. And it just kind of hasn't. It do be a chore maintaining a rank. So true, so true. I'm truing. Also, I tried to play Feng. I don't think I get Feng. Every time I tried to do anything on this character, it would, you know, the button would come out, but I'd be like, why was that any good? I didn't get knocked down or anything. Feng is secretly Unger. I can kind of like tell that because a lot of his stuff was just like, okay, that's safe for some reason. Like everything's kind of safe, but also at the same time, I don't really like know how to play that. Why am I still in orange, man with 20 hours and a full-time job? I mean, to be fair, if you're like a new Tekken player and you like look at Coney's Twitter and it's like, this man hit fucking red ranks in 2 days. What the hell am I doing wrong? I could see that being like a very genuine feeling. I think that Coney at this point should like hard commit to a traditional fighting game. Smash Bros is like, it's always a young man's game. Let's be like completely real here. Sure, you've got Mango and yeah, you've got HBox, but like outside of that, it's like people in approaching their 20s are gonna be dominating. But fighting games? I don't know, it's kind of an old man's game. I'm not saying that like Daigo is like the top tier, and I'm not saying that like people like Ending Walker can't just come in and be like, hey, by the way, I have young man reactions. Look at me beat your ass in $1 million tournament. Brian F is 50. Alex Valle is like, Alex Valle is old. Did you see Alex Valle at Capcom League Tour? What do they call that shit? I only watched the finals. You see Alex Valle working the shift, doing the run-in, organizing the tournament and helping out the players? I was like, who the fuck is that old man in the back? Holy shit, it's Alex Valle. What the hell? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to put so much disrespect on a veteran. And then every time I would see him again, I'd be like, who the fuck is that old man? And it would be Alex Valle again. I'm like, oh shit. Leon realizes ageism through Alex Valle. Why do I keep moving the mic in front of me? Welcome to the webcam. Why is everything but your forehead so dark? Also, I love your YouTube. Thank you. It's because the light is like above and behind me. I don't have a ring light because quite frankly, I think that even calling this a part-time job would be not only ambitious, but also disrespectful to the people that actually have a work ethic. And by a work ethic, I mean willing to do React streams for 7 hours. I forgot where I was going with that. I'm so sorry. I've been thinking about this connection and how I accepted a Wi-Fi player. Isn't Knuckle-Doo like 27? I know he owes like $27 million to the IRS. Other than that, I have no fucking idea. I don't really know anything about like competitive, and this might not shock you if I'm being completely honest. I don't really know anything about competitive fighting games outside of like the odd pocket of like Tekken. Like, did you know Fiddy X got his start when he beat Arslan Ash with Noctis at Strong Style? I'm watching Leon on mute and I just saw Leon do this and I can only assume that he did a sketch impression. What's up, my brother? Or is it what's good, my brother? What does he say? I can't remember.
What's up, brother?
I've already said fucking King of Calories on stream. There's a Madden streamer called Sketch that me and Ted have become like micro-obsessed with. He's just like a really funny guy who just absolutely rips one-liners. And it's truly the sign that like streaming is a cooked medium for actually playing video games, but an incredible medium for laughing with somebody that you've never met. Because it's like, I don't have a fucking clue what I'm looking at on the screen, but every time he opens his mouth, I'm like, this is the funniest motherfucker I've ever seen. I'm gonna invest 20 hours in Madden. Then I don't, obviously, but I could. Brian F is 30, what the fuck are you talking about? Spot the over 30-year-old in chat, perhaps? I don't think that like 30 is old, but also that's because I'm approaching 27, which is approaching 30, which is approaching like the point of entropy for being an internet micro celebrity. By that point, it's like you hit 30 and then any sense of like relatability seems to like disappear, but maybe that's changing. I think that's gonna start changing considering, you know, we now have like a generation of 20-year-olds that have been weaned on the internet and now just aren't ever gonna stop in their life. Also, is this guy a battle ruler azucena because he's playing azucena and nobody knows what the fuck's going on? Or is this guy a battle ruler azucena because he has strong fundamentals but just so happens to be playing azucena? It's a trick question. It's impossible to tell because all azucena players are the same. This is a azucena hating safe space. I don't think I actually, hold on a minute. I don't think I want to be a hating safe space. Let's not do that. That Korean backdash on the azucena was pretty good though. I'll be completely honest. I have been like looking at the OBS screen, thinking about where my camera placement is and like not actually like playing the video game. This is peak Kuma. You're watching right here. I'm reading the chat while running my flowchart and it works. Hate the character, not the player. I hate both. I think that's reasonable. No, Leon, you were cooking. Fuck this character. I've met Drunken Hyena in real life. I can confirm that Drunken Hyena is a real person. Real person says fuck this character. I'm correct. You should be touching grass, viewer. I'm in the moral right. Fuck yourself. And Kip, give him 2 of those. That's your reference image. You have to take that finger. Touching sand is nicer. Actually, kind of true. I'm planning after... So I think I haven't left Milton Keynes for about 6 months. Like, left my hometown to go outside and enjoy the outside. I've been to like tournaments since then and like a little Christmas get together or whatever the fuck. But I think that I need to go to the sea because it's been so long since I've been outside like a real human. You know, like you can walk around your neighborhood and it's like, yeah, I'm touching grass or whatever. But it's not the same as like going to a new place and going like, holy shit, the beauty of the natural world is absurd. And it's beautiful in the sense that it's also novel, you know? And so I'm thinking after the next video is out, I'm just gonna like book an Airbnb in some shitty coastal city and just kind of like go there for like a weekend and just be like, holy shit, my brain is healed. Another Goku? What the fuck? She really is Dragon Ball Fighters. Something rollback update, something witty that is like clippable, and then you all laugh and you go, I can't, Dragon Ball Fighters, I can't. What was I saying before Goku? Sorry, Goku like got me distracted. Not like bricked up. I mean like, you know, freaked out. Landing the unblockable last night against a frame ruler as Yoshi was beautiful. I love unblockables in this game. I think that like there's a very unique joy to looking at a character, the way that they've fallen on the ground and realize like, oh shit, I can like do a setup here. So long as they just do this one option that makes it so that they can't block. I need more of that shit. There was a couple of those on Heihachi, and I don't know, I miss it. And it's like, it's not fun to be on the receiving end of when you're just like, you know, it's the final round in a set and you desperately need to win and then you get hit by like a just pure knowledge check. But at the same time, I'm the one winning, so like, I don't care. This is not true, by the way. I am definitely on team equalizing the amount of joy and negativity in any given scenario, but also, I don't know. I do love an unblockable setup. It's my hypocrisy. Me in my hypocrisy era be like, I want a fighting game with less resources and less system mechanics. Also, what is your favorite fighting game? It's like, yeah, it's probably Guilty Gear Xrd. Isn't it really funny that unblockables can still be minus even on hit? That's fucking hell. I didn't know that, but that's funny as hell if true. Am I the Wi-Fi warrior? Why is everyone one and done in me? Even like after they win, they're one and dunning me, and I'm like, am I the Wi-Fi player? You were talking about Brexit yet again? Okay, well, I see I was running the conversational flowchart as well as the in-game flowchart.
Get ready for the next battle.
I need to stop drinking on stream. It looks fucking gross. Like, If you're watching a streamer, you never want to see him, like, take a swig. Do it off camera. I feel like if I just shit on the mic every time I went to fart. That's a sick Yoshi costume. I was just considering whether I should, like, make a comment about how I hate this guy's costume and how I don't think that the majority of, like, funny Tekken costumes are actually, like, good at all. But then again, you know, why would I be a hater when their joy is of no redaction to mine, you know? Like, you can be a hater and be like I could have been a hater. There's being a hater, which comes in, like, two reasonable levels. The first is you hate something that is, like, actively, like, reductive to the amount of joy that is, like, in the world, you know? Being a hater against, like, bigotry and all the rest of it, you know, being, like, a decent human being. But then there's, like, the other side of being a hater, which is you have to hate something that isn't really, like, bothering anyone. But if you're gonna do that, you have to be funny about it. And it was one of those situations where it's like, I've got nothing funny to say about how I think that his costume sucks. Because if you're not funny about it, then it's just like, well, you're just, like, bringing everyone else down. Fucking go get a life, you weirdo. Enjoy your goon cave with your Jun figurine and all the other characters that you've played dress up with so that you can jerk off to later. But if you're funny about it, then it's just like, well, he's just having a good time. He's bringing up the... He might be putting something else down, but he's bringing the joy of the world up by laughing at it in chat with his 70 viewers. It'd be funnier without the goofy glasses and cone IMO. I think it would be funnier without the goofy glasses. I think the cone fits. He gives off very heavy, like, 2001 Alien Ant Farm music video extra vibes without the goofy glasses on. Will somebody type, "You got it, boss," in the chat? The answer is, no, I don't. I think I got the floor on my bones. I'm perhaps dead. Let it rip. I am the human Beyblade. Except I'm not a human Beyblade. I'm a Bearblade. How did the wires never cross? How have I only just gotten to Bearblade? It's fine that you never said Bearblade before. Fuck you. If I was a different streamer, I would have shot you instantly.
For the next battle.
And I still might. Keep on watch, viewer. Getting demoted by someone 3 ranks lower than you is some shit. Wait, 3 ranks higher? Yeah. It's fucking stupid. But I think that's, like, a problem where, like, you know, if you choose to present your elo system as, like, gated gradients, although I guess it's not like an elo system, but like your rank system as, like, gated gradients, then you kind of, like, run into this problem where it's just like, oh, that feels really unfair. Whereas if it was just like you're, like, gaining and losing flat score, then you'd probably be, like, a bit more like, yeah, well, of course I lost, like, 5 points there. That makes sense. Let it rip. Also, Chase came in here earlier and asked if I was locked in. I don't think I've been playing correctly since. Clocked out? Truly I have. I'm still at work, but, like, I'm not getting paid for it, and so it's like I'm doing, like, you know, significantly less than I'm supposed to, but I'm still letting down the team, but also I'm not getting paid for it, so, like, of course I'm not gonna be trying that hard. What's the story of Beyblade? I'm sure that there's, like, a 2-hour YouTube essay that I can, like, watch on this that starts with, in the 1800s, you know, Anne Hathaway, blankety blank, something something pretentious that doesn't get brought up for the rest of the video and isn't representative of any of the themes that are actually going to be displayed, but they've learned how to form a script around, like, 10 other video essays that they weren't really paying attention to but were watching on their third monitor. But if I could just get, like, the TLDR in the chat of what the Beyblade synopsis is instead, that would be great. It always starts with Maggie Thatcher. Fucking hell, man. Don't you dare type the fucking name of the beast in my chat. Say it in a hushed and quiet tone at the very least. Come on. Basically, TLDR, Beyblade is kind of like the toys were cool, so they made a series about him, and Moses split the sea, and one of the protagonists kills God. Okay, yeah. So it really is a YouTube, like, video essay bait series, even though it was made in, like, the fucking early 2000s. Me looking at I Want to Be the Guy in, like, 2008 going, it's streamer bait, it's streamer bait. Fuck, we didn't know what streamer bait was. We were just making masochistic games that we fucking hated for the joy of ourselves. Why Beyblade mattered, an analysis. Hey, don't make fun of my mates. Come on, what the hell? I know some of the people that make fucking videos like that, and I'm like, I don't get it, but, you know, you're living your best life. I'm not gonna name names, because I was gonna, and then I was like, that's a dick move. Because they are trying their hardest. And the videos themselves are really good, but, like, the titles are like, what the fuck are we doing here? I'm gonna write a video essay about Beyblade now. Thanks, Leon. You're gonna get 400 words in and realize that you don't want to commit to the rest of it. And then you're gonna play 700 hours of Tekken 7, and one of your characters is going to be a character that you have in a jar on your desk. Brother is letting me rip. He loves Beyblades. What if I just wait for him to do something? Korean backdashing is for nerds with bad fundamentals. That's what I'm saying. I actually love Korean backdashing. I think Korean backdashing is like the best shit in the world. And I mean that unironically. I'm sure I can get at least 80k words in a Beyblade video essay. Well, it depends. Are you taking the James Summerton school of writing video essays? Because I'm not sure if you have any videos that you can plagiarize from in order to get to that word count. And that one's going in the Kip video. You love that. What is a Korean backdash? You don't know about the Korean backdash? Maybe you should start with the Armenian backdash. That's where you just mash backwards a lot. A Korean backdash is a back input to get a backdash, canceling that with a down back that makes you go into a crouch, then rising back up with a back input, and then hitting back again to cancel a backdash into another backdash. It makes you able to move a lot quicker than you normally would be able to. It is very good, it is very fun, and it opens up the like neutral game. But also, like, understanding the Korean backdash is like, it's like, it kind of like helps you to understand like a fundamental rule of Tekken, which is if you're doing a movement on the ground, you can always cancel it into another movement, which kind of like opens up the potential for this game to like be sick. So like one of the things that I do a lot is that I do backdash into a micro step towards the camera, just because I like to have that like little diagonal off axis at all times. It just feels right in my brain. Oh, cheesy peeps, man. No way. Also, Buzzboy94, what the hell are you doing here? 94? You were born in 94? Go and fucking pay attention to your kids. I know I'm saying that as somebody that was born in 97, but like, you're 30, bro. Come on. No offense to the 30-year-olds in chat. I know there's a couple of you. In fact, that might be the majority of you. 92. Yeah, I'm really big on pensioner talk. Holy, you start insulting the 30-year-olds and you see all the lurkers come out. And by that, I mean 2 lurkers. And by that, I mean like 1 lurker. Basin is back, I think, just got here. Kids in this economy? Unironically, kind of. Like, what the hell? My brother's having a kid, and I'm like, well, I mean, I'm saying he's having a kid. He's already had the child. And by he's had the child, I mean his girlfriend had the child. And I'm like, how the hell can you even afford any of that shit? And like, he has like a pretty good job, but like, are you not like scared about like job insecurity? What's your main demographic? I thought it was 25 to 30. I hope that it's 25 to 30, but realistically, like, I do like little doodles and I play video games and I say the funny fuck word. So it's probably closer to like, you know, like 13 to 19, I would imagine. I don't really look at the statistics all that much because specifically when it comes to statistics around age range, it's not that clear because people can just lie about their age on the internet and they do it all the time to bypass like age restriction. So it's kind of hard to tell. Why are you bald? Sorry to ask. I hope you're healthy and doing well. Do you think I have, you know, it's not terminal. I just shave my head like every other day. It's not, you don't need to worry about good health. Although to be fair, I did eat a like makeshift hot dog the other day that seems to have like cut the inside of my throat. It really hurt. And so like my throat is still sore. So maybe I am dying. Maybe I do need good health wished upon me. I don't know, man. I'm not parasocial with you. You're just one of the funny British men who talks about games that I like. Well, that's a living. A makeshift hot dog that cut you. Okay, so it was like, okay, you know how a hot dog is in like a A hot dog is a specific type of sausage that goes in a specific, like, type of bun. This was, like, more like an actual sausage that went inside of a baguette. And so it's like a makeshift hot dog because it's kind of like a premium hot dog. But also, like, a premium hot dog is, like, kind of like class traitor, but for food. Now explain the cut. The bread was a little bit stale on the side, and so I think, like, where I hadn't chewed it properly, it just kind of, like, did a little cut. A Fujin? What's the point? What the hell? I might as well plug right now. The bro stopped playing. He did. The Brian did just kind of give up. But, you know, sometimes you just got to be a little bit ass at a video game and, like, accept that, you know, someone's going to troll you. And, you know, you hope that they end up dead, but you nonetheless go, fair enough. And then you see them in tournament and you go, oh, I don't remember you. Because you kind of, like, you don't hold grudges like that. You just kind of, like, live your life. I got matched against K-Wiz on my promo chance to Fujin. It's fucked up. He was Tekken God Supreme. What the hell? This game ain't got no fucking matchmaking bullshit. What the fuck? Okay, I don't want this guy to, like, wink with me. And so I kind of, like, should have paid attention a lot earlier. But, like, here we are, I guess. I know he knows that I'm not from the West End. Oh, true or false it may be. Oh, but she's still out to get me. Ah, you fucking dickhead. Not you personally, the character. Also, why am I losing so many fucking points? What the fuck? There's no Fujin. Like, all right. Well, okay. We disappeared. I hope everyone has a good day. And, yeah, explosion.